was amazing, dude.
Wow.
I could not be more excited to see the second game here between CDEC and Vega. Both teams played really, really strong and very, very, how to say it? It's very, very composed gaming. Like, they're playing smart all through the game. Like, there's not much randomness going on. Everyone is trying to outsmart each other. It's beautiful to watch.
It's that wonderful time where it's like watching two ballerinas, except really manly and in the World of Dota 2.
Yes. Yeah. Manly ballerinas, CDEC and Vega.
That's what it's about. All right, so drafting time. We're going to go down the same path we did previously. Leshrac, surprise, surprise, banned out early on. But again, we're seeing that Tusker being removed. Vega do not want to see this guy appearing.
Yeah, and they played it a lot as well. They have had very good success with him in their most recent games. I believe they had like 7 wins and 3 losses with it. So they played well. They understand the strength of the hero. And they're just going to say, hey, you know what? We don't want to first pick it. We're going to remove it. Bounty Hunter also being removed. So same 3 bans as in the last game. Although... we're going to see if we're going to see the full set of same bans.
Is Bounty still worth the first 2? Like,
that's what I wonder, but that's, you know, that's the result of the boot camp that teams have been playing as well. They have been scrimming a lot against each other. We have not seen all these games. We're starting to see the meta that is going to shape TI in the wildcard. It starts here, and then we're going to see in the group stage more clearly.
At the same time, though, like, I know none of the teams really wanted to show anything. Like, there was a couple of games where they played drafts, but they only played drafts they wanted to play during the group stage.
Yeah.
And that was up against teams they were not going to play during the group stage.
Yes.
That was kind of it.
Yeah.
I know there was some leaks. We kind of made the reference to it with the EGC9 debacle.
Some YouTube videos with it.
Yeah. Yes. Some troll interviewer. Oh,
dude, there's still nothing compared to the DK drama last year.
Yeah, but we don't have that. So it's a happy place, everyone. We have unicorns and everything here at TI.
Yep. We have VegaUnicorn.com. I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to check out their site, their sponsors.
I didn't even realize that. Unintentional awesomeness.
Yeah, very nice reference, Toby.
Yeah.
Well done.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, they're taking a lot of time thinking about this.
Oh, the dazzle.
They respect it that much?
But this again means, though, like, we're looking at Quap, we're looking at SF slip through the pool in the early stages, and Vegas say, you know what, screw that. We go with one of their most popular heroes. They actually have the best winning combo for them is actually, they got 2 of them, in fact. Gyro Disruptor and Gyro DK. They're the 2 most successful combos in the current patch.
Yeah, they also play really good in general just around their DK, but Gyrocopter works so well with it because it brings that extra AoE damage. You can't always rely on your DK for damage, but if you bring an extra range carry like that, it's a very strong CDEC. Going for the tested and trialed lineup here with the Undying Spirit Breaker opening.
But this is exactly what we were talking about yesterday in our prep talk. And we're looking at Gyro versus Undying.
Yes.
And you think, like, okay, so who beats Undying? And Gyro's like very, very high up in that list.
He definitely is. He's one of the top tier against Undying heroes because he's strong in the early laning stage. Sure, he doesn't have the best HP, but his damage is very good. He is a strong laner. And he just kills zombies in the team fights. And he can also kill the tombstone fairly quickly, especially when he gets some items. So, and one more side note is fast heroes in general, pretty good against Undying. And you always go movement speed builds on Gyro.
And Vega's team fight's looking even better now with the Queen of Pain. Their laning phase is looking brilliant. And they don't even reveal their 2 earlier supports this time around. So it's you're up against SB Undying. You're probably going to assume it's the same kind of thing as last time, which means you should be able to prepare better for it. Like, you take out the Ember, which is funny because it was their little bread and butter, and take out the Viper. So probably just thinking about heroes, which is really difficult for a Queen of Pain to go up against. But they leave the SF in the pool. Like, you've just taken an Ember Spirit over an SF.
10 seconds remaining.
That's
is this really the position we've got to a TI already in game 2?
I'm very curious how high they rate the Ember Spirit, actually, because the hero hasn't been working much in this patch at all. Prior to TI, it hasn't been used much by different teams. I know CDEC have run it some, but not to a huge extent.
It wouldn't have even worked in the last game unless he got those 3 kills.
Yeah.
That was kind of like where Ember Spirit found his momentum.
And in the end, did not work. Yeah. So, I mean, it was okay, did pretty good work, but with all the farm that he had, he didn't shine that brightly later on in the true late game where a carry is supposed to pick up. Well, we're gonna see a Skywrath being picked up here, so Undying, Spirit Breaker, Skywrath. CDEC draft in a way that it really reassures me in my thought process that you need to have heroes that work well despite not having items. Like, even if you don't have items, do a lot.
Yep.
And that's pretty much what they're picking. Of course, Vega, you could sort of say the same. Gyro and Queen are strong, but they need items a little bit more as well. Something, at least. I'm
still, though, like, if this is an aggro trial, if this is really what you want to do, why are you bypassing the Wyvern when you're looking at... I know, Waga. I know what you're going to say next. I know what you're going to say next.
So, we have a Naga pick, guys.
Yeah, we do.
No, I'm smiling a lot about this because I believe that this could be very exciting. It's going to... We talked about this previously, me and Toby. We sat down, we had hours and hours upon talks and preparation.
And we were wondering, okay, what type of meta do you get in TI5?
10 seconds remaining.
Support Naga.
The answer came back as like, okay, we need team fight control and the ability to have security in every engagement or disengagement that you take. Support Naga gives you this. You sacrifice your lane power, but Song of the Siren stops the fun.
It does? No. Still very fun, Toby. Just stops the fights.
Yes, Waga. It's
fun.
amazing about the fun.
No, I believe Toby
You remember TI2, man. You remember TI2. Like, this entire chat should be booing right now.
It's not that type of game, guys.
PL actually became a nicer guy. He actually became even better. He doesn't linger around like a bad odor. He disappears just after the sweet spot's been done. He then just, you know what, come back in again, make a couple more copies. But
you can't seriously be a proponent for picking PL.
I am. Dude, PL is amazing.
All right. Anyway, I'm a little bit surprised by this. Picking PL into the Gyrocopter Queen. There's already so much AoE going on. And sure, you don't have to kill the illusions, but AoE damage always makes it easier to deal with PL. Because no matter what, you will hit the real one as well. It's not about killing the illusions. It's about lowering his HP, no matter if you don't know which one is real. So it's very, very quick and easy to deal damage. And they pick up Disruptor into Naga now. These two heroes could very well support together. And you have the combination, of course, of songing and then dropping kinetic field. We've seen that one before.
This is it's a wonderful way to counter PL. Like most people, it's like you just get a Leshrac and when you beat PL. But in the absence of that, you need to hold him in position and then throw off everything. Don't allow him to doppelganger away to safety, because then you just lose your lane control. You waste big abilities, more importantly. I
still respect, even saying that Vega are really, having nice heroes here against PL, I still respect the fact that
10 seconds remaining.
PL can be a good pick. But there's one thing that comes to mind, looking through the preparations, looking at what teams have done. Vega, in this patch, have not lost a single game against PL.
Reserve time.
Not a single one.
They are 6-0 against PL in this patch. So they seem to have him figured out. And when it's a pick into so much AoE, we'll see. CDEC is a whole different opponent, though. And they showed that in the last game.
This battle is going to be fought by men. Everyone on the front line and just beating the crap out of each other until Naga comes in.
I love the SF pick here.
No, the SF just fits the lanes perfectly. Because you can actually get away now by running a PL, and PL is fine by himself. Like, who's your offlaner here? Like, we actually don't even know who Vega's offlaner is. That's the last hero to be picked up right now. Darkseer would have caused him problems, so would have Clockwork. But now the PL can go one-on-one with whoever is up there. Give him extra consumables if you think he's going to take some damage. And then the Skywrath, SB, and Undying run bottom. SF's fine up against the Queen of Pain.
Reserve time.
They can also do dual lanes if they have to.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
And even if it's not dual lanes, just put the Skywrath in to stack.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a lot of options. Once again, CDEC were the same in last game, that they have, the lanes kind of open. That's what happens when you have Undying and Spirit Breaker. These heroes that are so strong at laning that you can just put them sort of everywhere. They're going to be fine. And we'll see what Vega want to pick up as last. Of course, Darkseer being banned out, so they're not going to have to go up against that. They want to have their safe lane PL, is what that really shines on as well. Because worst case scenario, you could try and dual lane the PL or go aggressive tri-lane PL, but they want to have him safely farming up, get some items on it, and then fight. I mean, PL has changed a lot as well. It's definitely not the old style PL where you just farm up boring items.
He's so much more powerful in my mind when it comes to team fights. He always used to be about split pushing. And then you realize, wait, I can actually get like drums and diffuser blade.
Oh, he's a warrior.
And at level 11, I'm a really, really good fighter.
Oh yeah, treads, drums, and diffusal, as you said, is super strong, and
how do you gank
works so
him?
well.
Like, how do you actually gank him? It's so difficult. Ah!
Oh, that's...
Well, hello there, lovely lady.
I hope to see more of this. Let's shape the TI meta right now. Let's just pick this here.
For those that don't know, Waga has an unnatural obsession with Templar Assassin.
Yeah.
Almost as unnatural as mine with Drow Ranger.
Pretty much. It's a beautiful hero. I look forward to seeing no one play it. He's a really strong mid player as well, so I really want to see this. And Shadow Fiend, that's a good matchup for you. However, we might see what we were talking about last game, where a support comes in the beginning, starts giving an advantage to the Shadow Fiend on the first wave. That's when she could struggle. But yeah, this is going to be exciting.
Well, let's go, game. Welcome, everybody who are tuning in as well on the main stream. And thanks for joining us. For everyone out there watching on Dota TV, I wish you all the best of luck for your rare drops. And also on YouTube and the stream platforms. We're streaming all around the globe here for the biggest competition of the year for Dota 2. It is the International Vega versus CDEC. Game number 2. Here in our best of 3, where CDEC currently leading by 1.
Yeah, and that was a very tough game. They had to work for that win, so really looking forward to see what Vega can put up and what CDEC can put up. This game, not really as clear-cut who's going to be stronger late game, but hey, last game, the ones that we were calling out for being weaker late game, they won at 55 minutes roughly, so... we still could see anything going into this.
This is absolutely hilarious. Like the amount, like you read into these teams and you think, okay, how many aggro trial lanes are we probably going to get from these teams? Like,
yeah.
You don't really think much about it, especially when you're considering like the international. There's almost $18 million on the line for this competition. If you get through the qualifiers, you already win $50,000.
That is so insane. Like $50,000 sounds so so minuscule when you compare it to the entire prize pool. But when you think about it, that's a massive amount of money already there, and it quickly increases.
2 best of 3s to make $50,000.
Yeah.
Not a bad day at the office, I'd definitely say that.
That's an okay deal, Lav.
But we keep getting aggro trial lanes in these 2 games here. Like, it's like these teams understand that just playing passive, just playing against their style is not going to win them this game. Go with what these 2 teams are the best at. It's good team fight execution, great control of the lanes, and then, in a way, CDEC love their split push and Vega love their 5-man push.
Look at mid. TA is actually the one to get a little bit of help here. This is the helping hand that you sometimes give to a mid laner just on the first creep wave. All you need to do is show that little presence as a support, and this is a great thing. This makes it so difficult for Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, especially a Shadow Fiend that went Necromastery level 1. This is almost one of these positions wouldn't you think, like, you want to get raises at the start, but then again, can you raise up against a Refraction Templar Assassin?
You can, but you need to skill the raise for sure, because else, if you have the Necromastery, you struggle a lot to claim last hits on the first wave. But now he has Undying, who reactively has to be here and help as well, while Disruptor is trying to make his way down bottom.
I hate to be Wepas right now, who's our wonderful cameraman for today. This is going to be one of the hardest like first kills to look out for, because you got Solo getting up in the face of both aggressive and Q, and then Pasha, he actually went with Flat Cannon. Flat Cannon was his first ability. Not even going for the Rocket Barrage, which means if you're going for any kind of glimpse or harassment back, it's not going to work. Seema's now arrived on bottom, so they should be able to zone this lane out. But Templar Assassin is so easy as well for that burst damage to come when a Refraction's down. And then you look towards the top lane. Mag as this Queen of Pain up against the SB. 17% is the way to run to victory, but there's also so many ways where that Queen of Pain can just chip down the SB and get him out of position.
Yeah, they actually TP down now with the Spirit Breaker to bottom lane. Maybe they want to try something here, but I believe it's really hard to burst into this tri-lane.
They're lane switching.
They're just switching the lane straight up, because they realize...
Is the Skywrath Mage really going to be stable enough to go one-on-one with the Queen of Pain?
No, definitely not. Like this, they're trying to bring the Peel and Sky up to top lane, but it is a heavy process. You see already a TP is going down to the Peel, but you know it's very costly to move lanes like this.
Yeah, it's going to take him. Like, if you got a kill on bottom lane and then rotate it, then you could justify the lack of experience being gained.
Or mid.
Actually having a crack behind the tower. Looks like SF, and he needs one more. The creep wave got the salve off. Keeping Shiki alive, only barely.
That's still massive, though. He has no regen now. He needs to sling out regen or something. Oh, he's in a terrible spot. He's gonna walk to base. TA has secured this lane already.
That's, well, it's better than giving first blood to a Templar Assassin.
Definitely, definitely.
This is the way we can look at it. But you're right, that's not the start the SF wanted. Now he's going to fall behind, and giving a Templar Assassin momentum, if anyone's going to know just how much you can do with that, I'm fairly certain it's you, Waga.
Yeah, I've played a few games of her. A few, but This is a great start for bottom lane, trying to go aggressive here, but Naga just a little bit too far away.
They got glimpse.
They have the glimpse,
but it's level 1. They can't get far enough away. And the Tombstone, very defensively being placed in Garda. Now they can actually glimpse him back because Steven's in range in this one. Secondary Rocket Barrage. This should be the first bomb, but Garda, he's staying alive, just barely back behind the tower.
Pretty cool to see how long he held on to the decay there. He had it available for a very long time, but he tries to mind game, make the enemy overextend, trying to, you know, set up anything he can. Just a lot of action on every lane here, as we see top lane as well. Queen playing aggressive against the Sky, but this is a hard laning phase for CDEC.
Yeah, there was actually a moment there where Mag could have committed to get the kill.
Yeah.
But he would have died, and the kill percentage chance was maybe like 75%.
Yeah, you do not want to die to the PL as well. It's not worth it. Even for a first blood, the experience you give away and the solo kill to PL.
SF Slice about to become a lot harder. Like this prep in the mid. There's no glimpse available, but just Thunderstrike, Ensnare, and Riptide.
Yeah, they're just
means they've got the SF. So there's your Ensnare, and now Meld Strike, SF. This should be a first blood. It goes the way of actually everyone. Disruptor it was that takes the kill.
Yeah, and
actually Solo's in trouble.
Yeah, Solo has to run here and juke a little bit.
He almost deny himself is going to be another option he can go for. Middle lane, SP charged after no one.
Oh, he's trying to die to creeps.
Yeah, he's got to go out to the Wild Wings.
He's pulling the aggro.
He's actually waiting it out. The decay's already been used. So the aggro is switching over the other side. They're rotating up, and there's your decay. It'll get the last hit.
So Garda walked in there and attacked the Naga Siren, and that pulls the aggro of the neutral creeps onto the Undying, so he could not deny himself. And besides, Naga has 6 armor and a stout shield. She doesn't really die to neutrals that quickly.
Yep. But she dies to decay.
Yeah, she definitely does. The HP is not very high on her.
But so now, what's really happened to these lanes? Garda went off, yeah, you got a solo kill in the jungle, but a lot of time is being spent elsewhere. Spirit Breaker approaching level 5, but the Gyrocopter's getting more space, building into phase boots, so he's having a great time on bottom. The Templar Assassin's about to crack level 6 to the level 4 and just over a half of the SF. Ooh, when that, oh no, he's actually in trouble. He can actually seal him up right now. No refraction, tries to get the refraction up first, and now getting very aggressive with the glimpse back. They want this SF kill with the Maelstrom. They've actually got him, but can no one get out scot-free? No refraction, and the Skywrath Mage will take the kill with that Arcane Orb.
516 gold for the Skywrath for 1 kill there, so that's a very worth trade, even though your poor Shadow Fiend died again. But he's level 4, I mean... that's got her top lane.
Okay.
Queen ulti just securing that.
The PL was just like looking at Mag, and I'm like, I went up there and I'm like, wait, he's actually level 6.
Yeah.
And then Sonic Wave. Now bottom lane, Garda's just going to get done. The Golden Rock is popping on him, and with the Riptide, they need more damage. There's another Rocket Charge. Remember, Garda, okay, the attack range of Pasha is just enough to reach him.
Yeah, very beautiful maneuvering there. Well done with his little gyro plane. Okay, so that was really good by Mag, because he attacked the PL just barely enough so that he could attack him, or so that he could kill him with the Sonic Wave. And PL didn't have time to react. I think he had Doppelganger ready as well.
There was the distance, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
it hits you at a weird time.
Yeah, if you look at the tier 1 tower on top lane, like the PL was here, and the Queen of Pain was here.
Yeah.
So the Sonic Wave came out in this arc.
Yeah.
It was...
You have to be very fast, but it's still a very telegraphed spell, though.
Yeah.
But aggressive did go down there. Nice play by Mag. And good start to the offlane for Queen. The charge is coming in.
Yeah, it's coming towards the Quap on the top, and then the Observer Ward very aggressively placed by Vega. Blinks back. If CDEC also did their homework on Vega's warding position, this Observer Ward, they planned just watching that top river entrance. They play this so often.
Yeah.
Like, they play that ward more than they play the Observer Ward on top of the Roshan Cliff.
Yeah. Oh, trying to go in aggressive here. I mean, Pasha just diving and pushing off the Undying. No experience for him. Good way to proactively make your game easier is to keep the Undying low experience. If you can keep him from getting level 7 by anything like this, just go in and poke him away. Make sure he doesn't freely lane up. That is good proactive play here by Pasha.
It's also another way where Seema can help out Pasha so easily. He put the second point up in the glimpse before going for the kinetic field. So he wants to have that range so Pasha can get not 1 but 2, potentially 3 rocket barrages off, and that will be enough to burn through the Undying.
Oh yeah, there's some really good synergy between Gyrocopter and Disruptor for sure. And top lane again, this ward saved his life twice now, so I mean CDEC have to be 100% convinced that there is a ward seeing the Spirit Breaker charge in, because as soon as he gets close, the Queen blinks back. But that doesn't really matter. If they know about it, they need to remove it if they want to kill this Queen. Else she's just going to pester this top lane a lot.
SF, okay, well, Mag, he triggers stick charges. He knows, well, actually, he knows he could die right now. Sealed up, the Riptide, they're trying to kill the Scarlet Mage. Mag, blink away, he's on to the side. The charge is still on him, so the vision is there for aggressive. He'll notice the TP out, throwing out the lands. Actually says, you know what, I can't kill him. I'll just go after Solo, but the chance of that is also very, very low. Yeah. He's got 4 stick charges, which would have given him another rip. If aggressive dived onto that tower, he would have died.
Yeah, Naga is very difficult to bring down with just right clicks in the early game. You need to kill her pretty much through spell damage only. So, nice play here.
This game is getting out of control.
Yeah, Vega is really controlling the early game so hard.
They take out a tower, which now pumps them over 5k net worth advantage. 8.5 minutes in. Their experience is rapidly approaching 3k, but you've got a Gyrocopter at 62 CS. Yeah. You look at his counterpart up on the top lane, which is meant to be PL, and he's sitting at 40. Now, that's not so bad, 20 the difference. Look towards the mid. 54 up against a 31. And SF has just taken the stacks. It was actually worse than this before.
Yeah, and he just got to level 7 with that as well. So TA now going into jungle as well, gonna stack up her big camp once more. TA clears stacks extremely easily. Like, she's almost as good as Shadow Fiend at doing so, and she can even kill stacks on Ancients quickly in the early game. So
the beauty of Psy.
This start is really, really dangerous for CDEC. They need to go in and be aggressive here. But I mean, PL needs items. He needs items before he can join.
And that takes time, and Vega are making the most out of it. You look towards the mid lane. Solo's here now trying to find his level 6. This is that Song of the Siren control, which kind of stops all of CDEC's initiation. Turn the Song of the Siren on, take out that Tombstone, and then take the fight.
That is super important.
It's not the problem like we had in the last game.
Super important component for Vega is getting level 6 on the Naga Siren, because disengaging against a team with Spirit Breaker, I mean, that's pretty much the hard counter. He wants to start a fight and make it so that the chaos is just too much. Yep. But if you can just Song for a little bit, reset, put down the maybe Disruptor ulti if you still have, or if you already have level 6, you can turn a fight.
Mag needs a little bit of freedom here. Man, that PL illusion chases him a long way.
Yeah, PL can really spam so many lances before he runs out of mana. He's been throwing so many at the Queen.
And what's Queen really going to do? Like, what, you want to blink to disjoint?
Yeah,
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to do that because then you can't run up and not have blink when Spirit Breaker is around.
Just get forced into a defensive mode. How's Disruptor looking?
It's smoke time.
We've actually got like decent levels on every single support as well, so that's looking good. It's a smoke for Dire. Yeah, we've got a 4-man smoke from CDEC.
I believe it's the right move. They need to go and find something. Interestingly, the SF skilled ulti before skilling 4 points in Necromastery. Whoever saw this, really.
Solo, trouble. He actually tried to break 3 with the seal. That's the death, but you 4-man smoke ganked to kill off. Actually, with the glimpse into the cooldown, they may even get a revenge. Spirit Breaker jumping up the Mystic Flare. In comes your Sonic Wave. Partial survive with the one charge. They pick up the SB, and now Queen of Pain up very, very high. Where's the hell? Mag sealed up, and he can't get himself away. The one charges and the Urn charge is doing the work, and now no one looking to mop up the rest. The cleaning lady has arrived. Actually, no, she's running away now. Refraction up. Now they can turn again.
They can turn.
Just redo it, and there's no glimpse, but wall is up for Seema, and they jump in. It is actually the blink in, going for Garda. Solid will keep him alive for the moment, and then again, how long is that moment going to be? The Shadow Strike bringing him down. There's your stream. The SP charging in they jump again, aggressive. Actually managed to get the pick off from the TA. That's huge for him, and may repair a lot of the damage on this battle.
800 gold for that TA kill, but he is going to go down.
Yeah, the Urn will actually kill him here. Not even a Riptide from Solo required, but he's going to do it. The SP charge, since Song of the Siren is available here for Solo, he can stop this if he wants to, and they can try and turn around. Mag doesn't have the ulti available. The wall comes up, and they lock in 2 with the call down. The scream from Mag, the TP out, they don't get out in time. Pasha will take a double kill, and CDEC punished so hard, thinking Vega were not there.
Yeah, Pasha was in that fight in the beginning, ran back to base, then TP'd out to top lane and joined the fight again. That's how long that skirmish was going. And wow, 800 gold for the PL to solo kill the TA there was huge for them, but they're still struggling so hard. There's just not enough items. They don't have enough tools to deal with Vega. They need to get more items before they can really take these fights.
But how do you do that? Like, you're in a position now
non-stop split push. They cannot go into this.
You can't split push when you get a lose out in your trade every single time. You're losing your T1 tower. In mid, you're getting more and more farm
the Song. They have Disruptor ulti as well. If these Songs in here...
Oh, he got sealed. SB's going to punch him back. Solo, the Mystic Flare is going to get the pick off. but okay, they don't get there in time for the follow-up.
He didn't have time to do the end snare and song. He should have
was
tried
that
for
ward?
the immediates. Yeah, he went into ward, and if he found a lot of them stacked up, then you can imagine Disruptor following up on that. So very good attempt there, but sadly being picked off. And they should deward this as well.
No one actually just made the best decision he ever did. He's going to blink him back behind this tier 2 tower on the top. Like, he just got spotted. The tower will attack him, and the SF ran into the random's position over towards the side shop. He stopped just a fraction of a second before the creep wave would arrive, which would give away his position. This TA is just hunting for any kind of kills. The blink dagger is all about keeping momentum.
Yeah, there are many different builds you can do on TA, but I like this one. This is the most reliable all-round build and gives you good options. Like, he's really strong at farming, strong at fighting. He has everything he needs right now. And blink dagger is so amazing when... Now, if you take damage and you have refraction up, you can still blink. Ever since that change, it made it so core.
It's just going to be one of these games where we look for, like BKBs along the course. Like, we're getting one over on Pasha. But I looked down to the Queen of Pain, and we've got a
Yules.
Wait, it's Yules.
Yeah, he's going Yules build. And he also has the Urn, which has worked out beautifully.
I wonder what that's actually for. Like, is that meant to stop the ESP? Is that to get from Skywrath?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
The silence is always going to be on Queen of Pain.
But you set yourself up for so much damage when you hit the ground.
Yeah, you do, but there's not that many instant stuns or anything. After the silence is used, when you land, you can always blink.
Is that charge? Mag blinks away. The TP's coming in from the Disruptor at the moment.
Good prediction.
Yeah, he'll cancel that one, and they'll just kill off Mag.
Yeah, good prediction by the PL. He was already standing there. He's like, hi. And gets a mega kill.
SF. TPs. He realizes he does not have the life to survive that. And that means an invis rune into the Templar Assassin's bottle.
With him TPing back, they can still defend bottom, even with Queen being dead.
And Disruptor blew his TP, so Seema has to walk it.
But now they're gonna TP back, thinking that the TA is going bottom, so she's like double mind gaming here, where she starts running into mid instead. Because of this invis, she might be able to find a kill if she gets help, but Spearbreaker is too tanky, I believe. It's possible, but you can always charge something on a lane.
There's still a level 4 meld, and... Yeah, you're right. He'll just charge away. You'll need to have ensnare from solo of Alvin. He's going to ensnare on aggressive, trying to force the doppelganger out. He doesn't really want to use this, and then disrupt. Okay, then it glimpses him back into the wall with the ulti. That's going to be a kill. At the same time, they did kill off the Spiritbreaker doppelganger away. The TA trap and the song with the siren. Hold the fun. The fun will start again soon, and it's going to be the death of aggressive. They move over to Q. He's in the tree, but they see him on every single side. You can throw out the Mystic Flare, but Mag just shrugs it off, and they get a triple kill on the Templar Assassin. Well, she only had 1 kill up to this point. Now it's 4 for the TA. Yeah. Low momentum.
She did, in fact, kill the Spiritbreaker on her own as well before going there. So 3 kills, really speeding up into this Desolator, which... No, she's actually going the BKB.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's going BKB straight now, so respecting the magic damage output that is available.
But that's so cheap, and you're pushing down towers so quickly.
Oh, but it's all about 5-man, and in 5-man fights, you're gonna get more out of a BKB. So,
I can understand that.
I mean, looking at last game, looking at how they play, I can totally understand this choice. I believe it's a good decision here.
You actually start thinking about the magical damage they've got.
Yeah, they have Spiritbreaker, it's tons of it.
And this Glimmer Cave's going to be coming out from Disruptor at some like decent time. You got Yules to evade, you got Song of the Siren to control, not to mention the ensnare. So even once you do get BKBs on heroes, like I was gonna say SF, and then I realized 16 minutes in, SF's got 1 treads and a Wraith fan.
He is not on the recovery train. Like, he's on welfare right now. He's doing horribly.
And even Spiritbreaker can't even finish up a bracer. He's got treads and a stout shield with 15 one-charge.
Yeah.
The 15 one-charge is actually the most powerful thing he's got in his inventory right now.
I mean, yeah. And that's with him getting the mega kill streak earlier when they killed the Queen of Pain. So everyone is really just fighting for anything they can find. Looking over, God, I barely even want to look at the gold graph right now.
It's a 12er.
We're 16 minutes in, Toby.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like Vega's fun world. Fun world. But CDEC, we've seen them bring back a fantastic fight around the Roche Pit in game number 1.
Oh, they're drawing out for how they think that they are smoking. See, Vega are very ready for the smoke. They're drawing the 2 possible lines, and they're very correct in their first drawing. Gonna see if they can actually take this fight here. They have the Naga song on cooldown for 51 seconds.
Where are these TA traps? The Radiant Zephyr was on there. The Naga illusion comes in, but it doesn't blow the smoke, obviously. But now, with the trees being cleared, they know
they're charging.
Well, that's a short range glimpse on the Spiritbreaker, not really doing much. Vega, they don't really want to come up here with a drop charge. It's a huge sonic wave. The cooldown will come in as well. Solo might be isolated. No Song of the Siren, but he's making it so difficult. They took so long to kill him off. In the meantime, the PL was focused down by Vega, and they got the glimpse. That's a long draw back. It's the SF. He'll die as well. It's a little bit of a kill, but it's the Spirit Breaker, the Yule Scepter, cancelling the TP. And all this time, he's going to charge away. Mag tries to keep up with him. He charges up to the creep wave. That's not far enough away to escape because you've got Mag right behind him. Blink the stream, and Mag, well, he actually had double things going for him. He blew everything and then triggered a regen rune. So at the end of the fight, he still looks good as new.
Oh god, that's absolutely disgusting. And look also at all the push bottom, all these creeps being missed again. They need these creeps. They need the recovery farm, and then Roshan's being taken as well now. And I don't believe CDEC can do anything to take that.
They can't. Like, they maybe add TP to the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, their TP's on cooldown as well. Like a lot of them.
Well, here comes the first one. It's Skywrath Mage coming in.
Yeah, but they don't have Undying. He's on top lane with no TP.
He was trying to push.
Yeah.
But he was next to the secret shop, so he could have bought a TP if he wanted.
No, he had cooldown. He had cooldown from TPing out. He had to disjoint for a fight.
You are right. You are right.
So this is just looking harder and harder with the Gyro already having his BKB in that fight and now speeding into more item progression as well. And TA being so close to finishing up her BKB. I don't see the opening for CDEC here. They need to, I mean, even if it's unfavorable, they need to split up on the entire map and just farm and make sure that no tier 3 tower is pushed. That's all.
Is that all they can do? Like, even if you do like these 3-4-man smoke, that is all. 1 or 2.
They cannot. I don't think that they can do much. Like, you can dream for a smoke, but I honestly think just spread out and farm.
You're like crushing the hopes of all Spirit Breaker players by saying such a thing. Bottom lane, Clockles. Why does it have to be so? Like, I've seen more chicken style in this game.
I'm very surprised that he still has only 2 points in Doppelganger. I know a lot of PLs love to put a lot of points into stats, but in an active fighting game,
it was BTs.
Oh, he had travels?
It was BTs. Oh, you wanted the split push to come in right there for the PL and to do that exact thing. He just lost the BTs for 3 minutes.
I don't think he's in a position where BTs are available.
But as you said, like, the only way you're seeing for CDEC right now is to split the game up.
Yeah, but that's so that you get items to fight. Like, Boots of Travel is an item to not fight.
Double TP's coming top. They drop the Tombstone, but it's Solo. He arrives with the Song of the Siren on. They're going to kick off the Tombstone, but not fast enough. SB charging in. Disruptor, the ulti comes in. Who are they going to glimpse back? It's probably going to be Garda because they're already meant to isolate the SB. They take out Garda, and in fact, yeah, that's going to be 2 very quick heroes down. They'll deny the tier 1 tower on top as well. And I think Mag's looking for a pick-off on bottom. Like, that SF, he has a double damage rune.
Yeah, but doubling nothing, Toby, is still nothing.
There's Skywrath Mage around here.
Yeah, Sky is just sitting around. Queen is very, very confident because with this build, she has a lot of HP.
Don't do a Q.
And the Yules.
Don't do a Q.
Oh, hello?
The Q continuum is going to be destroyed. Oh! Mag! Well, go west where the skies are blue. He'll use it to avoid the damage and blink into it. Actually, he doesn't even need to. The Urn Charge will tick it out, so he gets the kill. Meanwhile, up on top, they're chasing up the PL. He'll get back to base safely. They can't dive in that deep. But the first blunderbuss of Vega.
I believe with the amount of queens that we're gonna see during TI, there will be more, Toby. There will be more for sure. So that's perfectly fine. Mushi is smiling. He's happy about this.
I love how you reference him.
Dude, I have all the respect for his queen.
Mushi is... I have so much respect for that guy. He is such a great player. I wish we actually cast him more Fnatic games. But yeah, 22-7 now.
Sanj Yasha
Vega's so far ahead.
Sanj Yasha complete now on the gyrocopter as well, going for more movement speed. As mentioned earlier during the draft, movement speed against Undying and heroes like this, when you want to chase them down, hunt them down and kill them, that's the mentality they have here. And they're actually going into a Yasha as well on the TA. So they're all about being able to chase down and kill.
I'm wondering, is it worthwhile going for, like, is it going to be SNY? Is it worthwhile getting, like, a Manta style to break free the Skywrath?
I think the SNY is more worth it, honestly. I'm not a big fan of Manta.
No, Q! 1, 2, 3. That's all it takes. That's basically the triple cheek right there. And now they get SF. Dragged back, wants the TP out. Oh, no!
That was so close.
He's away in time, and then we have, like, our UFO traveling over back to base.
He does have a BKB now, though.
He does? Well, okay. There is a chance for CDEC here. Vega pushing high ground, you get a fresh BKB over on the SF, you have strength to fight.
Yeah, he also has
may not be
full souls
perfect.
available, so maybe they could actually take a fight here.
Here
It
we go.
all comes down to execution.
Well, let's see if they can find the right timing. XC sitting on the side. The creep wave's pushing in and hitting the bottom tower. He has to come out of his little tree hiding hole, which he had
so
lower.
difficult. This Aegis on TA as well just makes it very difficult. Who are you gonna go on?
You got Aegis, you've got Song of the Sun, you've even got Glimmer Cape available.
Yeah.
And they go up, they jump up, they go for the SF. He triggers the BKB. The Glimmer Cape will protect him, but that's your 10-second BKB blow. And TA trying to actually hold her high ground on the top. And then, well, PL Illusions are pushing them back. But Gyro, the call down, CDEC are very happy with this. A lot of abilities being burnt. They do lose their tier 3, but they burn a lot.
Yeah, they could back here, but they could also keep going. These are really weak PL illusions. There's no Diffusal Blade. They're gonna go and try and steal some Ancients here as well, try and get some lifesteal going for the Gyrocopter. I don't think they want to turn off the heat.
They just gotta be careful not to overextend. If anyone's gonna do it, it's no one blink daggering in and just going to town. But he doesn't have his BKB either. So these Lancers come in, they burn through Refraction pretty quickly, and that's where the fresh one comes in as well. The melee Rex is being attacked. So this is a real commitment from Vega.
Yeah.
This Rex can regenerate, so doing this chip damage isn't enough to gain the advantage. And now they actually lose their Aegis. The timer came, and that's when they backed up.
Yeah, they're also picking up the Aghanims on Queen here, so this could be a fake back and just go.
They could give it a shot.
Yeah, they're finding a regen again on the Queen of Pain. And we're gonna see what they want to do now. There's still plenty of time until Roshan is up again, and there's no tier 2 objective, so...
It's a 5-man smoke.
Yeah, trying for the smoke, trying to find someone.
Well, they've only got one person out of base, and that's aggressive. And he's doing that, and in fact, backing up already. They walk in, the Sentry Wards and Observer Wards are down, and that's why they see Naga. She'll break free, or will she BKB from the SF? Woos himself away from that Meld Strike as well. This is a really good start for CDEC, but can they follow it up, disrupt the rolling? They do bring down the Naga, so no Song of the Sign. The Tombstone, they can keep it alive as well. Yeah, well, the TA's been beaten down. The Sonic Wave doesn't work, but the SF, there's a big Requiem Parcher dropping quickly. It's a triple kill for Mag, but there's still more work being done. They're actually running back out. The PL is the sole survivor. SSB did buy himself back, in Vega just gets Seamer out by the TP. The charge chasing up this Queen of Pain.
Yule's
and then
cooldown.
the BT's being used onto the creep wave. You're right. Yule's on cooldown for a moment, but he's still got Blink away. The charge, 6 seconds before it can take off cooldown. They just got to keep the damage on him. The Lance being disjointed by the Blink. He's going to get follow-up charges as well. It should be a runaway. The SB, yep, he'll give up the chase, but look at the money and what they do with it.
Yeah, exactly. They got so much out of that fight. PL did not die. He did not have to buy back at all, and now he has the Diffusal Blade.
The PL himself took 2.5k experience,
he took a major
and he
chunk
took
there.
1.6k gold just for himself in that fight.
Yeah. Oh, he's actually being pursued here by Queen. She turned around, went in with the regen, and just kills him.
He's dead.
Yeah.
that escalated quickly.
He was feeling a little bit too brave there, just fighting up against her. If he TP'd immediately, he could easily have gone... Or actually, she would have had the Yules ready. Yeah, this build is very good for dealing with the PL. Having the Aghanims, having a Disable as well if he TP's out. It works really well for him. But wow, that's a heavy blow to PL. However, he's gonna respawn before any real important objective is being pressured. Like, they can't go high ground before he respawns. They can't take Roshan, so it's a death that doesn't hurt them so much.
We're going to gem timing now, 25 minutes in, so we're going to have Naga Illusions with True Sight Scouting.
I mean, she's so happy. Look at her. Medallion and Glimmer Cape and a gem now on the Illusions. This Naga is just in heaven right now.
Well, we saw how long it took CDEC to actually kill off that Naga.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if we remember the fight back in the Radiant Jungle, Solo had them basically playing Ring a Ring a Rosie with just his Illusions. There wasn't even a Maypole.
Yeah, definitely. I feel really... Like, last fight was beautifully taken by CDEC, but I feel worried about the damage that's gonna be brought into the fight now by Gyrocopter. He did not have this Demon Edge before. Now he does. He's gonna be packing more of a punch with his flak.
If he actually finishes the full...
MKB?
I'm wondering, like, the whole... Because the funny thing is for CDEC, I kind of felt like in the last couple of fights, Garda's Tombstone stayed alive a long, long time.
It did.
But
surprisingly, yeah.
Which is because they nailed the Naga at one point, and the Gyro couldn't get close enough the other time.
Yeah.
But if Vega take care of that Tombstone nice and early, then you're dealing with only PL Illusions and not Undying minions as well as the PL Illusions.
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe that's another way to look at the fight.
It is. That is a way to look at it. But I think you can't rely on the tombstone in this game because it is most of the time gonna be killed very quickly. It somehow miraculously was alive for a long time. But looking over at TA now, she's going for a Desolator build after the BKB and Yasha and Blink. And Desolator is extremely core on TA, and it's very good at killing Tombstone. It brings down the HP or the armor on it, so that even a support helping you right-click it is going to bring a lot of damage.
Oh, it's just safety first with no one's build.
Yeah,
You can't really bypass a Desolator. It's so good.
I mean, in the ultra late game you can, but it's super valuable in the stage that they're in right now. So finishing this up is really good, especially ever since it was made cheaper. I mean, it doesn't bring as much damage, making its super late game worse, but the mid game is still a superior item.
That BKB is almost done for the Quap. Like just 100 or so gold away from
she's gonna
completing.
BKB and duels.
And I'm still looking at this SF with 3k gold, BKB, and that's really all to write home about.
These are some strong timings now for Vega as well. They pick up Deso, pick up BKB, and Gyro trying to work for the MKB. It's still, you know, some 1700 gold away. But with the next Roshan, this is... CDEC cannot give this Roshan up. They have to contest it. Because no way they can hold high ground otherwise.
That's a really nice new Obs Ward that was just placed down. It's watching the SF farming up the Ancients, so they're keeping tabs on where CDEC are moving. However, at the same time, looks like CDEC are grouping up for a smoke. There's a smoke over on the Skywrath Mage, and they're going a long way back where they know their security. Like, they bring dust and sentries as well.
The mid wave needs to be killed first. Every time you smoke, you want to try and push out waves so it's not super obvious.
Yep.
And yeah, that's definitely their objective now, is to try and get the smoke wrap around, maybe find a good initiation point.
I'm wondering if it's even worth it, because look at Vega, they already smoked themselves.
Yeah.
Like, they're coming up, they're dewarding at the moment, that seem going to work.
It took very long for them to push out the lanes, and now they might just not smoke.
Yeah, just a simple high ground defense. Like, Aggressive's doing the right thing, push, 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 push. Make sure the top lane's got as much momentum as you possibly can make it, and then the high ground defense, you've got Tombstone, Razors, Lancers, Orbs. That's just throw everything you've got to make sure the damage doesn't happen into the towers anymore, and especially the Raxes.
Yeah, some chip damage by Queen again here, poking the tier 3 tower. She knows she's very hard to bring down, and now Roshan being contested here, or not being contested rather, just being challenged by TA and Jam.
I'm actually wondering, like, I'm trying to look at this game 10-15 minutes ahead of time.
Yes.
And right now, if CDEC can defend the next push, I actually think they've got this game. And I know that's really stupid to say when they're 20k net worth in front, but they're starting to flatline. The momentum's falling behind, and just the PL himself is getting finally to the point where he's going to do something in the defense. He's hit level 17, and really Vega, they've got nice ways to clean off the illusions, but they can just recreate themselves very, very quickly.
I'm going to object, actually.
I'm okay with
even if they win the next team fight, they still run into one problem. Shadow Fiend dies instantly to Gyrocopter or TA if he fights them.
Okay.
And the PL, while he starts dealing a lot of damage right now, he needs so much items to compensate for all the AoE on the side of Vega. So they're still in such a tough spot. But
how do Vega deal with the split push?
Yeah. That's the real issue, right? PL running around.
Like, if we're looking like an AoE 2000 Naga, you'd be looking at a Radiance build instead. We've got Glimmer Cape, Medallion. It's Naga Siren going in for this more teamfight oriented.
Oh, the courier. Oh, no.
Not again.
No.
Clockholes.
He turns around.
You can see it. You can see it. They got a sentry ward in the lane, so they can see the obs on the high ground.
He's like, no, I'm not flying there. These are not safe conditions.
The push is coming again from Vega.
Yeah.
Down the mid. So this is defense time. Uses Doppelganger straight away, throwing out these lances. Look at Pasha. He's already down a half of his life.
He took tons of damage, actually.
He copped a raise. He got hit by the illusion straight away. And remember, he's burning up, but he's got the Aegis Immortal, something else to remember. Tombstone has not been baited out yet for Pasha. He's at a point where his mana is going to get so bloody low that, well, I suppose he's got nothing to trigger with it apart from his ultis and stuff.
Yeah.
But you're going to basically burn the Aegis for no real reward. You're soaking up illusion damage. PL is fine with this. Like, he's actually going back to get more mana.
Skywrath just picked up a Ghost Scepter right now, so he has a defensive item here. Oh, they're going in.
It's the call down. It's trying to buy space behind the racks. But the creep waves got pushed up, and here again, come these Lancers in. Pasha dropping low, so here burns your Aegis to the Immortal. Song of the Siren goes, and they've isolated the SF. They might find more, but they're a long way back here. Can they nuke the SF? The answer, BKB, yes, with the Sonic Wave 2. They committed all of that to kill up the SF. Do they have enough to still finish off the Rack? The Rack is going to drop Pasha, stands his ground for this. The SB charging in, but more Lancers spraying out. The flat cannons have burnt their way out, and glimpsing, okay, welcome back to the party, SB. You had to stand a fight, and even Mag jumping in deep, but Yule steps up, avoids the seal and the orb, even a Glimmer Cape giving him a little bit more space. They trigger the dust to get some vision, and they're just going to try and win this on a man fight. Chasing after Garda, he's down for the count. A triple kill for Pasha.
Oh, they're just
with
too
this,
strong.
It could actually be double racks or GG. There it is. Vega will force us to a third.
What a tough fight to take. Peel didn't go in and commit in that fight at all, but maybe he could have. The Queen ulti was used on the Shadow Fiend. Yeah, he had a little bit of a chance there, but they were 20,000 gold behind. That's when you really should not win fights, so extremely well played by Vega in this game, and they take it back.
This is why I became a big fan of Vega. Their ability to just take the early game control and push this into a mid-game control and not have that separation. You just keep going with it. That's what makes them beautiful. The funny thing is, too,